Hello, I'm Indy War, and I'm playing Kerbal Space Program. And I've just realised I've not been recording, so I feel a bit stupid. Anyhow, true. Today we've launched a new rocket, and if I come out of map view, it's a two-part kind of rocket thing. I really wish I hadn't gone with this thruster, but never mind, job's done. But the octo part up here, with a full array of control modules, a new radar, and a docking port. And then we've got good old Jebediah at the front here on what's a little lunar lander. I've got no RCS, so I can't actually dock with this thing at the moment. And yeah, I've gone through this like once already and I realised I hadn't been recording. A bit stupid of me. So we've done the takeoff part, which was a little shaky. I'll show you the overview of the rocket later on, if I remember, near at the end of this video. If you want, if you're not that fussed, don't worry about it, but basically you just had big rockets like that just to get us into space. I need to stay in this view though, and the idea is we're going to leave a permanent satellite that we can refuel at will around Sun. As you can see, the apoapsis is arising. Really got to try and get that all lined up. This way, for other missions involving the Mun, we can refuel there once I've got the signs to unlock RCS module. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the engine there, delete that node, and I'm going to reset myself a new one. Let me plan on getting to the Mun. I'm going to miss because the engine's so weak. It's quite a lot of power just to get anywhere. That's looking a bit better. So I'll go over the spaceship again while we're in flight, just once I've got this course correction done. Flying with old Jebediah again. It's been a while. Been a while since I've sent him out on a mission, but we've got to land a flag on the Mun. And I forgot to put parachutes on all of them. Oh well. I could have saved myself some money, but obviously I forgot. There we go. That will do. That will do nicely. Thank you very much. Okay, maybe shouldn't have gone full speed there. Oh, there's one slingshot. Quite a nice one as well. So, we'll go back to the rocket and we'll speed up time while we wait. We'll start with the Octo. Oh, cat. Open stuff up. I'm in. And what? In the Octo, in B1, we've got batteries. We can recharge, keep this thing running all the time. In B2, we've got loads and loads of turny things. They're called now. Small inline reaction wheels. We've got 3 of them because we're hauling quite a lot of fuel. Close them up again, and then we'll go to Jebediah's pod. We have what I'm calling like the standard science pack. I can't seem to get the camera quite angled correctly to get a good view in there. But basically, it's got a few batteries, my engineering module, so I've got all of this data, 6 barometers and 6 thermometers, just in case I need to lock that. Then got a service thing, and we've got Jebediah himself. An EVA? We can do an EVA. An EVA report. Nothing in there really. We'll board this ship again, just you know, and I'll lose him in space. I didn't see that message. Oh well. On here we've also got some padders, which are going to come in very useful for helping to get back into the ship. Not quite all the way down to the bottom of the ship, but still useful. Easy to grab hold of them and pull myself in. And that's about it. That's all there is to the ship. So we'll go back to the map view. And so warp to about there. Hopefully it won't overshoot me. So there we go. If I focus view on here. Yeah. Holy moly, we're going to be scraping along this planet again. So the periapsis is basically the perfect time, not the angle. Let's just delete that node and start fresh. The perfect time to slow down. Apart from that's prograde, and we want retrograde. And can I see how far that is? About 168. So we want the opsis to be about 168. I can change that as need be. My biggest worry is, I mean, that's 7,000. Last time I flew this close to the moon, I ended up hitting it. I don't like that idea so much, so what I'm going to do is, before we get there, I'm going to add a maneuver here, and I'm just going to let's go in the right direction. Ah, wrong side, that's what. Be over here. Delete that, add a maneuver here. And it's just slightly further away from the moon. Slow it down. Oh, 169. 7. And then over here we can speed back up again and bring. There we go. So, 3 stages. Hopefully I can pull this off, because this is looking kind of scary, to say the least. Hopefully I won't get any closer than 26,000, but once I've got the fueler in a stable orbit, scanning, I'm going to destroy the old one and launch off the next stage, which is the lander. I'm kind of hoping to land on one of these points, but it's not a necessity. We're in 100. So we're in the throes of the moon, and oh yeah, we're still in speed. So with 3 inland wheels, my main command module and the octo thing can just about get this thing pointing on target within a timely manner, which is fun. Thinking about it, I should have moved this one a bit further back, but that's going to mess up all ones. I'm going to do it. Cancel, cancel, cancel. They're here. Add a maneuver and up a bit. Go. Yeah, just want to slow it down. Yep, to speed it up again. You also need to correct the plane at some point, because obviously I want to a more polar, pole-to-pole orbit than what, equatorial? One around the equator. Actually, I can just tell him to go to prograde, and he'll do it automatically. This is a good thing about having Jebediah on board. Although he hasn't quite got the mission markers yet, which is a shame. But I've not been using him, so what do you expect? Sticking back on stability assist, and we've got 36 minutes. But oh, hang on, I've got science here. What we got? EA report. I can do EBA report. Keep data and board. Yay! I need 70 more data. That was Brex. I want M. I need 70 more data to get the RCS modules, which will allow me to dock with the station I'm hopefully going to be landing. Staging. No. Map. What I want is fuel. So I'm not going to have a lot of fuel left over here, but I will be able to refuel it as needed with rockets with slightly different payloads, and send expeditions to the moon, and maybe even land stuff on the moon. That's going to be fun. On what I was doing now. Yeah, speeding up time, that's it. Trying to get that 22 minutes down, so. Which is why it's got a weak-ass rocket on it. It's only there for course adjustment. Just in case it ever gets knocked off course slightly. I honestly didn't think I'd be down to just the rocket in orbit from the design of the ship. I went over the design of the ship and realised I haven't recorded it, so that's kind of my fault. But I will explain what I was thinking with the ship later on. I'll do. So, that stage is over. Go to the retrograde now. Oh, actually, I'm on the retrograde. I don't think I do I? Oh, I want to be near it. And I've flown right past it. 35 minutes to get this course adjustment in. Yay. No orbital missions so far today, I don't think. A rocket. Basically a pole. And this is going to be a space station. How mad is that? Don't know what's happening there. I'm not actually pressing any keys. So yeah, no orbital missions or anything, so it's kind of just fly to the moon, get this thing in position. I'm good to go. Right, speed up time. A little bit of a cheat, but I can't be bothered to sit here trying to course correct all day. Right, good then. This is the shot I wanted to try and grab. As it's coming into technically coming into atmosphere, I think, of the moon. Oh, we have science. We have a crew report. Yep, we'll keep that data. There seems to be a lot of wobble on this ship, and I don't know why. It kind of scares me. It Durin's fortune. Oh well. I wasn't fast enough. I actually didn't think I'd hit any of them. I don't even know if I'm like at the right place for it, altitude-wise. Slow it down. Go for full burn, and we'll be on that one. Hopefully, back into here. See that snap into position. Let it burn down a bit. That'll do. Close that. This point was on the. I pops this. Go. And that will be on the grid. Probably. Oh yeah, because I've got to go around the moon. So, you could make the argument that I could separate now and attempt a landing and hopefully get back to this in 30 minutes and, you know, fix this up. But I'm pretty likely to forget about it and it'll just crash somewhere. So I won't be doing that, thank you very much. Got quite a bit of fuel left in here though, so it's quite a nice little satellite to have around. We can make a voyage to the moon and do all of these stupid suborbital temperature readings. What I'm going to do is start the radars off because I am in direct sunlight, aren't I? I swear I've just seen the sun. Yeah, there we go. I want to see what the power draw is like for both of them being on. And the power draw is quite significant, so stop that one. I've included this one just for completeness. And the power draw is still significant. So we're going to get patchy results at best, which isn't ideal. But hopefully should help. No science to recover. Ooh, a bit of science there. Keep that data. Reset that one. I feel like I'm cheating using the radar, but the radar does help. Coming to the big map. Are they anomalies? Waypoint. So as you can see it chunking in. That is the map of the moon. Watch, this turns out to be the map of the because it's actually not got a name on it. Only because I'm assuming it's the moon, because I'm around the moon doesn't mean it is the moon. KSP grasslands. I don't think we are on the moon. A celestial body. Let's try again. The moon. Yeah, there we go. There's the moon fuel station. There's all the waypoints. And it looks a bit more money. There's your money shot there. So hopefully we should just have a little bit of a dot around here telling us about I have no idea actually. No, nothing really. One actually looks quite pretty as a map. Right, we'll close that because I'm bored of that now. Also because we should be getting nowhere near our next node. Annoying. like a minute or two spare for the adjustments. So let's stop about there. Come into the map so we can see what we're doing. That back up. Speed up time a little bit. Right, that should be enough time for him to get back on track. Let autopilot do most of the work for us. That's how lazy I am. Got 1 more minute to launch the thrusters again. And we want to try and set it up on some kind of... In fact, I wonder if I could... No, don't go messing around with it now. Let's just get him into a stable orbit, then we'll mess around with it. Stick to the game plan here. Bring up the fuel. I'm a nosy bugger. I think that's right on the apparatus. Well, I've got plenty of Delta V left, which makes this an ideal refueling station. Something in the future. God knows what yet, but something. Dash. Just about do it. I went a bit over, but that'll do. Apoapsis 165, periapsis 140. Can't complain about that. Put that on stability assist, and we will start looking at correcting the orbit. The obvious place to correct the orbit would be on about there. Bring it up, down, round, back up. Go on the third. Wow. Ah, right, yeah, I see. Every apsis is about 105. Keep going a bit. Not quite there. Not quite on the polar orbit that I want. But that should do it. I've got 9 minutes to get this thing round to the marker. I don't know if it's more effort to go from like somewhere like here than go from like there. Me, that's more effort, but I could be well mistaken. Because that angle's smaller, so like really, rather than going for a 90-degree angle, I'm going for, I think that's about 35-ish. And get that back on track, and then we'll speed up time. Try and be a bit more accurate with this one. This one's important. Also, I could do with getting a better view. A bit more like that. Go full burn. Holy hell, that's full burn. It reckons it's going to take for days. Shift the orbit like that. Oh, that could be because my rocket split. Oh, that's annoying. That is very annoying. I wonder why that's happened. Right, so can we go back to the space center? I'd known the rocket had split. Right, so go in here. And this here. We just need to make sure that's on a stable orbit. Yes. We'll fly that, please. And we'll rename it later. No longer debris. Not really debris. Oh, we wanted you. I'll do this quite quickly now. How was it about there? 34 seconds. Do that, but then slow down. Orbit, speed up. Go. Can I go back to editing my point, please? All I want is that periapsis marker to... That means... Not about good. Right. Nodes. Oh, 2 seconds. So I should be burning now. There we go. Again, stay in. Got no thrust. Got no electrical charge in there. Oh no, it's not generating any. Have this firing. Oh! Oh, that's not good. What's happened to that then? Completely torn off. So that was a bust. That was an absolute bust. Go back to the space center. I actually hadn't noticed that from my first review. Luckily, Jebediah is okay. But this is actually useless to us now, so we'll terminate that one. Carry on flying this one. This is where I realise I've terminated the wrong one. Right. So, next bit. Jettison that off. I've really just... Wow. I don't even know how I'm going to start landing this thing now. That manoeuvre's me. Let's add a manoeuvre to slow us down. Now I did say ideally I want to be landing on one of these spots. But hey, just because. Wrong way on the mouse wheel. My mouse wheel's a nice touch. It can be a bit... I don't know if it's my mouse wheel or game, but it can be a bit touchy occasion. Right, what's your name? Bitduin's Fortune. Oh yeah, I've got to go do that as well. Bitduin's Fortune. There we go, below a certain altitude. It does say I need to be in suborbital. I don't think that really matters. Right, that's going to ideally need to overshoot it. So retrograde. The ship's a lot lighter now without all that main body on. So of course you'll be able to turn it with ease. Can't believe that failed. That's really bummed me out now. Oh well, good job they don't need like oxygen and food and stuff, because if this fails he's going to be stuck here. Don't know why I've opened that actually, because to get this landing perfect first. Stick the landing. We'll go full burn and then I'll pull it back. That's the idea. Full burn. Or not. There we go. Full burn. Pull it back. I think that's pretty perfect, that is. Yeah. I'll still be on flight then over that. That's brilliant. Go to the prograde. And then I've got to keep an eye on this. That was lower them legs. Or not. Oh, what's the button for all legs? Ow. No, that's RCS. B? B? There we go. Not doing that one at a time. Just so we're ready. And then I want... Is it thermometer scanners I want? Parachute. Measure the temperature, yep. But more than enough temperatures. And periapsis, so we've got 24 minutes. When it hits about 20 minutes. When we start panicking. About 5 minutes. Mind you, considering it's my first landing on the moon, I don't like that. Right. Prograde. Prograde's good. Actually, we want retrograde, don't we? When we want to be slowing it down. We should be firing the rocket. Yeah. That was stupid of me. 8 minutes left. Still. Dare to die. Wonder how far away we are from. I don't think we're going to be in the zone. But it was worth a shot. This is all about landing on the moon anyhow. Not getting these stupid temperature readings. I have to plant a flag. Log the temperature. Keep the data. Nope. That didn't activate. Log the temperature. The data. Am I not within? Oh, below. Oh! Oh! What was that? Okay. I'll fire the rocket. Just a little bit. And stability assist. And the idea is to blow this down. Quite a bit, please. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. Ah! Jebediah is dead. I failed the landing. Ouch. I've been Indy War. Jebediah is dead. I can't believe that. I messed that up something ridiculous. Thank you for watching. Been Kerbal Space Program. Goodbye.